Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today we are going to continue with explaining compounding in English and Arabic. Last time we spoke about compounding in English. We explained the different types of compounding morphologically and semantically. Today we are going to speak about these types in Arabic. Morphologically, we refer to what is called solid compounds, hyphenated compounds, and spaced or open compounds. This is for morphological side. However, semantically we have only three types. We have endocentric compounds, exocentric compounds, and general compounds. Do we have the same system in Arabic? This is what we are going to see just now. Compounding in Arabic. We have three main categories of compounding in Arabic. First of all, construct state. المضاف إليه أو المركب الإضافي. This is the possessee, the possessor in English. When I say قصر الملكي, الملكي is a construct state. دودة الأرض construct state. يوم الحساب construct state. Okay, so you have all compounds in Arabic are open or spaced. We don't have hyphenation in Arabic at all. Okay, we have fusional compounds. This is المركب المزجي. Once I say, for example, بيت لحم, New York. We cannot know about the source or the constituents of these compounds. We don't have any relation between بيت and لحم. New York, okay, in Arabic. So the compound in Arabic here is one unit. It's a fusional unit. Okay? We have what is called predicative compound, المركب الإسنادي. تأبط شرا. The relation here is based on predication. يعني the predicate. We have other categories of compound nouns. These are represented in compound numbers. Number 11 to 19. الحادي عشر. التاسع عشر. Okay. Numbers from 21 to 99. الواحد والعشرون. التاسع والتسعون. Okay, these are compounds in Arabic. We have also compound particles like إنما, ربما, حيثما, كيفما, مهما, لا سيما, ريثما. Also we have defective verb compounds like ما برح, ما دام, ما زال, ما فتئ. We have also interrogative pronouns like ماذا, ماذا. Okay? And we have proper compounds such as القاموس المحيط, التل الكبير, الجامعة الإسلامية, قطاع غزة, الضفة الغربية. So these are proper nouns. We have compounds consisting of noun and adjective in Arabic, like البحر الأحمر, Red Sea. البحر الأحمر. You have noun plus adjective. You have Arabic possessive or genitive structure, like طلوع النهار, عابر سبيل. We have compound adjectives, يعني two adjectives together. أزرق غامق, أزرق غامق. So two adjectives. مر حلو. Okay, but it is not necessarily to have every compound in English to be compound in Arabic. We don't have the equivalent of compounds in English always be compounds in Arabic. So for example, trustworthy in English, it is موثوق. موثوق is not a compound, okay, because the two languages morphologically are different from each other. We have compounds consisting of similes. I say أحار كالجمر, أحمر كالدم. So we have here simile. We have compounds consisting of noun, adjective, and adjective. مصاب بدوران البحر, seasick. متعطش للدماء, okay, bloodthirsty. We have adverb adjective. زائد الخضرة, دائم الخضرة, evergreen, ever ripe, etc. So if you look to these types in Arabic, you find them different completely from English. So this represents an area of difficulty. We find that our students cannot have the quality for making what's called compounding in English very easily. So this makes them commit serious errors. Okay? As we've seen, lots of derivations by using prefixes, suffixes, and infixes, but we don't have estimate rules. We've seen suffixes of Greek origin, of Latin origin, okay, of various origins. But having specific rule, or what is called rule-based system, is not available in English, but may be available in Arabic, okay? So this makes the quality or the proficiency of constructing compounds or be familiarized with compounds in English by our students quite difficult. Okay? Now, if you look to spelling, the spelling of English is also difficult because we don't have productive rules or rule-based system for making or for writing English. But still we have some specific rules that may near the situation. Like, for example, the letters CK or KE. When to write CK, when to write KE. I say, for example, cake. It ends with KE. Okay, this is because it is preceded by a vowel or preceded by a consonant. Okay? However, if there be a short vowel, if the K sound is preceded by a short vowel, then it is translated in writing by using CK. I say, for example, clock. It is CK. So, once preceded by a short vowel, it is CK. Once preceded by a long vowel or consonant, it is KE. We have sometimes CH, and like church, 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 okay? Church. Here we have the CH preceded by what? The it is preceded by long vowel. Church. Type. We have CH and we have TCH. Match. Match. It is short vowel. Okay? Once preceded by a short vowel, it is TCH. Match. However, once preceded by a long vowel, it is CH. Church. Or consonant. Okay? I say, for example, shake, check. Shake, here we have KE. Check, you have CK. We have words ending in double L, doubling, double S, or double F. These F preceded by short vowels. Okay? So I say, for example, staff, double F. Will, double L. Miss, double S. Okay? Otherwise, it is not doubled. Yani the final letter cannot be doubled if preceded by a long vowel or consonant. Okay? We have DGE or GE. In case of having DGE, you find the sound preceded by short vowel. I say judge, judge, judge. Okay? JUDGE. It is DGE. However, I say cage. What's the difference? It is GE only. So GE is preceded by long vowel or consonant. I say range. Range. It is GE. I say George. GE. However, judge, it is DGE. Type. We have exceptions for that. If we say college, for example, college, it ends with GE preceded by a short vowel. So these are only estimate rules. Okay? So you can teach your students or inform your students about these specific rules just to facilitate the process of spelling and writing. Okay? However, you know, compounding is a solid subject, quite difficult, okay? Because it relies on practice and memorization. You have to introduce this very simply to your students by using activities or techniques that can be familiar to them according to their levels, either junior or intermediate or advanced. Okay? So we have specific activities for teaching compounding and for teaching other types of morphological aspects of English to our students. You have to be highly selective and highly accurate in choosing the activity that suits your students. Okay? Now we need to touch this area to see how could we teach word formation systems to our students. And the derivation system, the inflection system, and the compounding system. Okay? I don't know whether you prepared or you just have any activity to be presented just now. Who would like to volunteer, just speaking about some activities for teaching word formation? تفضل. Okay.
Good morning, sisters. How are you? My name is Fatima Bufaida. I'm going to teach you activities for teaching compound words. I have teach it, or I want to show you how to teach it through games. I prepared 3 games for your students. The first game is grouping students. How we can do this game? We know that we have a very large classes, divided the class into 3 groups or 4 groups. Name each group as types of compounded words. For example, solid group, hyphenated groups, and spaced group. And give them a sheet of papers, have many words, compounded words, and each group select the word they belong to them. Solid group just collect the solid compound, and like that. This is the first game that may use it. The second one, which is Moon Sunny Play. Moon Sunny Play is very famous in schools. We know that the Moon Sunny Play, which is game. We can also use it by ask students to make moon, write some compound words, just the first part, like black, space, arm, space, and they continued, and they ask them to be suns and complete it in a sheet of paper.
What does it mean, moon, sun here? Just to ask your students, once you say moon, your students will sleep.
Sleep, yeah.
And then you can hide whatever you like from the parts of the compounds.
Yeah.
Then you say sun, your students raise their heads, and then they can guess what is missing from the word.
Yeah. This is the whole games. Yeah. Because it's very famous. Monson games is very famous in the schools. The last one is a very exciting one. You know this plays, which is try to find the similar words, like number 1 flower, number 2 piano, number 3 flowers. Oh, 1 and 3 is flowers. You know it? Yeah, we can use it in school like that. For example, this number 1, it's arm. Okay. Number 2, paper. Number 3, chair. Okay. Number 1, arm. Number 3, chair. This is a compound verb. Arm, chair. You know it, like that. And may you ask yourself how we can apply it in the school. Just give a sheet of paper, please, your book, and have magnetism. Write number 1 here, and if you don't have LCD and laptop, write number 1 here, write the arm here, and put it number 1 like that. It will show it for students, and ask the students one by one to select and compound this word to each others. That's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well done. Sophie. Anyone else? So we need activities for teaching either compounding or word formation, derivation, or inflection. There is someone else. We have lots of activities for teaching compounding or whatever parts of word formation. I need some just to tell me how to teach compounding. It's quite difficult to have the subject introduced to your students like so. So you have, for example, flashcards. You can write words on specific cards. Then you ask your students, you can fix them on the board. You ask your students to to use by using moon sun activity as your colleague mentioned. Say moon, your students will sleep, then you hide one card. Then you ask them to remember the card missed. Okay? This is a compound noun. You can have different parts of the compounds split, and then you ask your students to recombine them, reunite them. Okay? So they can completely like yes.
Also, can use the flashcard teach the compound word step by step to the student. I get a woman doctor. I give
Lady doctor.
or a lady doctor. I show them the card to woman. I ask them the part of the speech. If it is noun or adjective or verb, then the other part of the word. After that, I compound them and show them, and
You mean the flashcard? Yes, flashcard is very, very important, and it's very easy means for just transferring or conveying the message of compounding to your students. So if you have, for example, the compound noun lady doctor, then you can split it, lady, then doctor, and two flashcards. You can mention the syntactic type of the compound, saying it is noun, noun. Lady is noun, doctor is noun. Then you ask them to guess how to combine these two parts for making a compound noun. Okay? You can have lady, you can have other parts like man, like woman. Okay? Then you ask them to select which one can fit with the meaning of doctora in Arabic. So they can guess either lady doctor or whatever, and then you have to correct them. Okay?
Also we can use adjective to the doctor, a clever doctor or a good teacher, like this. Make a comparison between the noun and noun combined, which will change from noun and noun, an adjective and noun.
This activity fits with all types of compounds, either verb compound, adjective compound. When I say, for example, green, white shirt, green, white shirt, smash and grip. This is two verbs. Green, white, this is two adjectives, hyphenated. Okay? Lady doctor, two nouns. Blackboard, adjective noun. Okay? Overall, it is preposition or adverb, then pronoun. He got, pronoun hyphen got. She gate, she, pronoun hyphen then gate. Okay? So you can use the flashcards for making these compounds. Okay? And the most important thing is just to create motivation and competition inside the class. You need to divide the class into groups and then run a competition among these groups. Okay? By writing the marks on board. Okay? On the blackboard. So the winning group can have a clap from the whole class. Okay? Because teaching is fun. So don't be very stiff just introducing your subject. Try to communicate with your students. Try to let your students use the material you explain practically in the class. Okay? Communication is very, very important. Okay? This is done by giving your students the chance to speak, to use English. Okay? So don't have the chance limited to you, or don't explain the whole period long. You have to divide your class into different parts, okay? And then you have to leave specific space for activities, okay, made by the students in explaining the lesson, okay? You ask them, or you can do that for yourself, and then you let your students have the chance to answer, to practice English, okay? We have other activities for teaching. The most important ones are those which the students use their own eyes and ears, يعني visible activities, okay? The more the students use their senses, the more they understand. So you have to teach contextually and not to teach formally. You have to focus on inductive teaching, يعني let your students deduce, and not to teach deductively, يعني just giving or delivering explanations or lecturing inside the class for the low level or intermediate level or even advanced level. Okay? So the teacher is an artist. You have to be very skillful artist inside the class. Your target is to convey your message very, very attentively and smoothly to your students. You have to be very brilliant in selecting, predicting activities for conveying your message very successfully to your students. Just to have them speaking English competently and very fluently at the end of the day. That's it. Okay? Now we have a certain, say, quiz or certain questions just to check your information on compounding. Anyway, it is answered. They are answered questions. They are models for you just to let you completely understand the word formation or compounding. أنا في المحاضرة دكتور سمير. I don't know whether you could just see that very clearly. تعال مالي خلي على 16 20.
ده عامله كله اسود اوكي عشان
لا خليه زي ما هو.
خليه زي ما هو. اكتر بدي اعمله. طب 20
كويس
كويس اوكي.
طيب. If you look to this quiz or this passage contains lots of compound nouns. 2.5 years ago, my 52-year-old brother-in-law. We have 52-year-old brother. Okay? 52-year-old. It is hyphenated. Why? Okay? Why is it hyphenated? If you have number, تفضل. We have number, then you have. Oh, that's true. Yes, we have a number here, then followed by a noun, then it is hyphenated. Brother-in-law, it's originally hyphenated because you have here parts of speech, brother as a noun, preposition, and then you have noun. It is hyphenated. So 52-year-old brother-in-law, a highly respected and, might I add, well paid. Okay? Vice president of a bank, well paid vice president of a bank. Well paid is open compound. Vice president is hyphenated compound, as you see. Move to the 43rd floor. Again, it is number, so it is hyphenated. Of a high-rise apartment. High-rise, hyphenated, mainly because I told you that we have hyphenation and we have open systems. For the hyphenated compounds, they are mainly new in English, so they are hyphenated, okay, according to some references. Still, the open compounds are deeply rooted in English, so they are familiar with all English native speakers. So there is no need for having a hyphen, okay? We also have difference in the use of hyphens in American English and received English. So what is hyphenated in British English may not be hyphenated in American English, and vice versa. So, vice president of a bank, vice president, 43rd floor, number, high-rise apartment, brand new, unheard of. So you can follow this page, this passage, and see the red color words and the blue color words. All of them are compounds. All of them are compounds. So try to check why these are hyphenated or spaced. Okay? This is what we need. Okay? I leave you this passage on my page. Okay? Try to analyze it at home and see why this happened. You have some hyphenated compounds and some open compounds. And morphologically, as we have mentioned, we have three types: the solid ones, the hyphenated ones, and the open or spaced one. So now this passage contains lots of compounds. I need you just to revise the passage, see the passage, analyze it, and then revise the information which I explain, and then give interpretation about the different types. Okay? This will be next time among other activities, mainly the activities for teaching word formation. Yani next time, try to come with presentations for introducing activities for teaching compounding, word formation, and inflections in English. Okay?